Mark, I have nothing going for me. Nothing at all. I'm not interesting. No man's going to want to date me.
Stacey, that's literally not true. I've got all these things on your intake interview. You told me about yourself that men are going to love.
No, nothing at all.
If you're thinking like Stacey, you could be in trouble because that's exactly what you're going to manifest, right? So I'm going to show you a new mindset that every time you tell yourself you're not interesting enough, you can replace it with this mindset and it'll totally flip the way you think about this problem. Hit the subscribe button with the little bell if you haven't already so you get future videos. Don't forget to check out a copy of my book. It is available in the description. There's the hard copy, 300 plus pages, and very exciting, the Audible copy is now available as well, so check that out in the description. I want you to imagine that you're walking around a giant hedge maze. Giant hedge maze, and it has all these adventures. You don't know which way you're going, you're turning through it, you're like, oh, there's a giant lion, oh, there's potato chips, oh, there's all sorts of different things. There's an igloo and an Eskimo, right? You're going through and you're getting all of your favorite adventures in the hedge maze, things that you love, right? The hedge maze is just stacked with them. Someone custom designed it for you. Would that be a pretty cool day trip? Why am I talking about hedge mazes and how is this relevant to you being interesting enough? If there was a hedge maze that had like billions of options, like 86 billion options, would that be a pretty adventurous hedge maze? I think it's fair to say there is an overwhelming amount of choice and variety in such a hedge maze, right? Well, your brain is a lot like a hedge maze. There are 86 billion neurons in your brain. That means there are 86 billion places that a man can walk around as he gets to know you, inside your brain, learning about you, that can be interesting things about you. Now, a lot of us tell ourselves we're not interesting enough, we don't have enough going on, but the reality is we all have stuff in there, right? And especially if you're taking the time to fill your hedge maze with things that are interesting and give you energy. It doesn't have to be skydiving or nightclubbing or any of the cliche stuff. It can be something that matters to you. If you have a Netflix show that you absolutely love and you're just so invested in every detail because The Mandalorian's so amazing and all you do is talk about The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, right? That's interesting because you find it interesting. By the way, The Mandalorian's on Disney, not Netflix. But if you have stuff that you love and you fill that hedge maze and things that are meaningful to you, and you attach energy to those things, you're never going to be considered as boring. 86 billion has this many zeros. Maddie, put these on the screen. 86 billion, right? And that is how many ideas and unique things about you can have to offer if you really connect to them. Sure, you've got to attach energy to them. And if your hedge maze is filled with stuff that you don't know about or stuff that you don't like, you're not going to have the same energy as a woman who loves her life. If there's stuff in there that interests you, that is meaningful to you, then men are going to love it. And that's what's going to set you apart from every other woman, because there's no one with your story. I'm not saying this to blow smoke, it's the truth. There's no one with your story, there's no one with your traits, there's no one with your upbringing, there's no one with your unique set of hobbies and interests and difference markers and difference pieces, right? There's no one with that combination of things. And that's what makes you unique to a man and has you stand out from every other woman, right? Interest, intrigue is about unknowns. And by realizing, hey, I have all this stuff in here that's unique to me, how can you be boring? A piece of cardboard is boring, right? But a piece of cardboard doesn't have 86 billion unique things it can share. So, next time you tell yourself,
Mark, I have nothing going for me. Nothing at all. I'm not interesting. No man's going to want to date me.
I want you to remember, what did Mark tell me to think in this situation? That's right, I'm a giant hedge maze, and I have a lot to offer as long as I connect with it and attach energy to it. Share in the comments section below, how does it feel to now know that you're a giant clump of grass? How does it feel to relate to me as a fellow giant clump of grass? Pop it in this comment section below. Hit the subscribe button with the little bell, and again, leave a comment with your thoughts below. I'll see you in the next video very soon.